In the quiet moments of reflection, beyond the noise of daily clamor, lies the truth about success, a truth hidden in the shadows of our fast-paced world. They told you it was about luck, about shortcuts and glamour, but the reality whispers a different tale. This tale unfolds in the stillness, beyond the allure of instant results and temporary fame. It's about the relentless pursuit of mastery, the steady heartbeat of hard work drumming beneath the surface. Here, patience is your ally, discipline your guide, and solitude your companion. In this journey, you won't discover quick fixes, but instead, timeless paths carved by the footsteps of those who dared to seek deeper. Begin our journey quietly, unraveling the hidden truths of genuine success. In a world enchanted by the allure of overnight triumphs, stories of meteoric rises often captivate us. These narratives, adorned with bright allure, promise a leap from obscurity to acclaim. Yet, beneath their glittering facade lies a distortion, a mirage that ultimately fades when examined closely. Our cultural zeitgeist, driven by fragmented social media snapshots and curated personas, shrinks years of toil into moments and equates fleeting viral fame with lasting legacy. However, this representation only scratches the surface, revealing a mere fragment of reality. Genuine success weaves an intricate tapestry over time, composed of perseverance, patience, and profound personal growth. True mastery flourishes far from the glare of spotlights, in the quiet sanctuaries where skills are honed and characters molded. The intoxicating appeal of the overnight label shrouds a fundamental truth. The true mark of success lies not in instant acclaim, but in a cumulative journey. It is a marathon characterized by each step forward, bolstering one's spirit, and every obstacle fortifying resilience. While the lure of shortcuts beckons in an era that venerates speed, such paths diverge from authentic fulfillment. The convenience of bypassing hard work often leads to fleeting gains, lacking the foundational strength necessary for sustainable success. An empty myth, the shortcut distracts from cultivating deep skills, honing character, and savoring the satisfaction of enduring challenge after challenge. Picture builders crafting magnificent structures, not through haste, but through meticulous attention to detail, brick by patient brick. The pursuit of mastery mirrors this approach, urging us to find beauty in ordinary repetition that forges excellence. Each step on this path, like a chisel stroke, slowly shapes a block of stone into a masterpiece. Rejecting shortcuts, we embrace the journey, cultivating skills, wisdom, and resilience. The rigor of this process teaches us to weather storms, adapt strategies, and refine visions, turning us into instruments finely attuned to the symphonies of life's challenges. Amid modern tales of hype itself often emerges as another intoxicant. It's a fleeting sugar rush that ignites fervor briefly before yielding to disillusionment and hollow echoes. Hype promises the world, packaging dreams in vibrant hues, yet sustained success thrives not on temporary bursts of excitement, but through thoughtful, steady progress. Discard the gloss of hype, and the path of true ascension is punctuated by doubt, the tedium of habit, and the quiet rituals of preparation. True greatness seeks not momentary applause, but endeavors to compose an opus of lasting presence and impact. Step back from noise and allow silence to amplify introspection, wherein a serene revelation emerges. Enduring success harmonizes with patience and tenacity. The fast-paced rhythm of modern life glorifies quick wins, often mistaking them for clever strategy. Yet, when we focus solely on quick victories, we risk bypassing profound achievements demanding time and care. Meaningful accomplishments, like those of the patient gardener, grow not in rushed timelines, but in processes embraced with dedication. Quick wins provide immediate gratification, but rarely contribute to the architecture of sustained prowess and wisdom. The narrative of ancient wisdom teaches that slow growth enriches perspective and builds fortitude. By rejecting quick wins, we understand that significant achievements are crafted over time, allowing a more profound narrative to unfold. In the theater of success, patience stands as an understated yet formidable force. Urgency skews our perception, rendering patience, a virtue revered by sages, as an unnecessary delay. Yet, patience counteracts irrelevant actions and missteps, offering clarity and space for reflections aligned with one's purpose. Much like nature's gradual seasons, human endeavors require time for fruition. Patience's quiet strength deepens our connection with the pursuit, teaching us to embrace journeys through successes, failures, and learnings. As Marcus Aurelius observed, time is a sort of river of passing events. Thus, patience becomes the art of navigating this river, guiding us with wisdom toward deeper fulfillment. True mastery transcends competence, delving into realms of wisdom and innovation. It requires immersion, where curiosity and discipline merge, transforming the practitioner into both student and teacher. In every field, genuine masters, chess strategists, instrumental virtuosos defy time's constraints, gathering insights from both failures and triumphs. Their path is not solely driven by achievement, but by understanding and creation's inherent joy. Mastery sings a slower, deeper, more resonant song beyond the crescendo of quick victories. Rife with the external voices, success offers myriad directions, risking alignment with personal values. Amid societal demands and entrepreneurial secrets, one risks embarking on deceptive paths. Epictetus, the Stoic philosopher, advises grounding decisions in personal conviction and introspection. Genuine success entails self-exploration, shedding distractions, and aligning with one's truth. Integrity anchors genuine achievement, ensuring alignment with ethical principles. Great leaders, standing at ethical crossroads, remind us of integrity's timelessness. By nurturing integrity, one crafts achievements resilient against stormy criticisms, standing as beacons of truth and justice through time. At the journey's core lies inner purpose, an internal compass guiding actions with clarity and conviction. Philosophers from Buddha to Nietzsche recognize purpose as the axis around which meaning revolves. Inner purpose, revealed through introspection, aligns intimately with values, enabling perseverance through struggles. Anchored in purpose, actions are infused with passion, impact, and meaning, transcending conventional success. The pursuit of enduring fulfillment unfolds as a continually evolving path. Beyond worldly distractions, fulfillment thrives through self-awareness and alignment with inner values. Informed by introspective traditions, fulfillment transcends external successes, becoming a symphony of experiences. Its presence, grounded in authenticity, guides us with resonant reminders of profound joy residing within our journey. In the search for greatness, one finds that true excellence does not burst forth in a blaze of glory, but is born quietly, away from acclaim, in the depths of repetitive, unseen labor. Greatness is crafted in the shadows, where the camera lens does not gaze, nor the applause reverberate in those countless hours of devotion to a craft. This pursuit, though lacking in spectacle, is not without profound value. It is in this routine, this daily engagement, that ordinary actions are transformed into the extraordinary. Here, in the midst of unheralded perseverance, resides the true foundation upon which the eventual splendor of achievement is built. This quiet discipline may often feel mundane. The artist's brush, the athlete's practice, the writer's edits, each is a testament to the relentless repetition that signals the journey towards mastery. Each stroke of a brush, each movement in practice, each rewrite and correction contributes an essential thread in the evolving tapestry of skill and precision. Paradoxically, it is not the fleeting burst of inspiration that fuels success, but the steady and unglamorous lingering within the borders of quotidian labor, where innovation subtly matures. In the rhythm of repetition, a crossroads is reached. Here, enthusiasm may wane, and the colors of monotony threaten to dull the spirit. But rather than a barrier, this monotony can become an ally. Embracing it is a profound act, transforming dull routine into spiritual reflection and growth. Every repetition becomes not just an exercise, but a meditation, turning every mundane task into a stepping stone towards proficiency, each motion a brush stroke on the canvas of improvement. There's a sacredness to routine, a sanctuary within the chaos of modern life. Routine may seem the antithesis of creativity, but it is, instead, its vessel. Through steadfast adherence to simple, daily rhythms, inspiration finds its true expression. Here, stability and creativity do not stand opposed but intertwine, each fueling the other in a cycle of discovery and growth. Invisible to outsiders, the sacredness of daily acts unfolds, turning mundane repetition into meaningful rituals. These rituals, when imbued with intention, instill a sense of purpose and spiritual engagement. In this sacred space, carved by routine, time no longer confines us. It becomes fluid, its limits dissolving, revealing a potential unbounded by the ordinary. Through this, the rewards of incremental progress arise, modest and oft unseen. What the untrained eye perceives as sudden success is, in truth, the result of small, consistent advancements, each a brick in the edifice of excellence. This progress is quiet, building momentum with each step, and stands resilient against the lure of shortcuts. Each small victory fuels the journey, serving as a reminder of the power of accumulation. Within this pursuit lies the rhythm of consistency and renewal. Through practice, passion, and diligence, a cadence emerges, transformative and familiar. Each repetition holds new insights. Each endeavor offers fresh revelations. Consistency etches knowledge onto the mental canvas, transforming not just skill, but the practitioner itself. This is the beauty of continuous improvement, not as a final destination, but as a process of ongoing evolution. Yet amid the toil, the allure of external validation can entice, threatening to overshadow the deeper, more profound truths of personal satisfaction. The internal reward gained through steadfast work is not in recognition or applause, but in the quiet fulfillment of the journey itself. Each step, each lesson, becomes a celebration not for external achievements, but for personal growth. To appreciate this beauty, to recognize the significance of the journey, unmarred by superficial praise, is to transcend beyond the applause, discovering a completion found in the unending mastery of self. In every endeavor, darkness looms, periods of doubt and struggle where progress seems elusive. Yet within these shadows, invaluable lessons of resilience are cultivated. To endure such moments is to nurture faith in the approach of dawn. In this profound belief lies strength. As the darkness forges character, each obstacle a beacon pointing to eventual enlightenment. As dawn unfolds, it brings with it renewal, the assurance that labor is never in vain. Through embracing struggle, light emerges, illuminating newfound capacities etched by perseverance. With its arrival, clarity dawns, revealing the fruits of steadfast determinations, proving that while the path may be arduous, the rewards are profound. To trust in the unseen forces, to concede control over immediate outcomes, nurtures a philosophical detachment. Embracing this mindset liberates us from the immediacy of validation, offering peace in the journey's orchestration. This trust opens realms where potential defies perceived barriers, proving that the true reward lies in the depth of the journey. As stories unfold, the unseen gradually reveals itself, offering intricate patterns of resilience and achievement. Therein lies the harmony of patience and perseverance. Together, they transcend individual effort, fostering growth and resilience. This dance requires faith entwined with effort, propelling the journey forward while rooted in wisdom. Through harmony, the insurmountable becomes attainable, each step a blend of discipline and grace, crafting an enduring symphony that reverberates long after the journey's end. In the quiet hours of contemplation, we often find ourselves stirred by waves of motivation, those transient gusts of energy that promise to carry us swiftly toward our dreams. Yet, like the fleeting strength of morning mist, motivation is ephemeral, here one moment and gone the next. It is a mirage in the landscape of personal growth, alluring yet unreliable, leaving us in search of its spark in books, speeches, and charismatic personalities. But to walk the path of lasting transformation, we must turn our gaze inward to a source more enduring, the steady flame of discipline. Discipline doesn't require the perfect alignment of stars or the rush of inspiration. It is born of commitment, a silent vow to ourselves to persist on the days when the world feels dim and hollow. Engaging with discipline is to embrace a quiet power, a whispered promise that endures. It is the essence of transformation, turning abstract desires into tangible outcomes through consistent action. Consider an athlete who rises each day, not always buoyed by enthusiasm, but stalwart in their routine. It is this unwavering commitment, this silent march, that leads them to greatness. In discipline, we understand that the heart of success is not the fleeting zeal we feel, but the purposeful steps we take in its absence. To deepen this commitment, we create habits as pillars of our aspirations, structures that frame our lives. Habits weave our desired actions into the fabric of daily existence, unassuming yet potent, conserving our mental reserves for when they are most needed. They echo the relentless practice of a musician whose fingers glide effortlessly over notes learned by heart. The journey to effective habit formation demands patience and resilience, cultivating these practices until they breathe on their own, integrating seamlessly into who we are. In doing so, we empower ourselves to pursue goals with the inevitability of a river carving a canyon, persistent and unyielding. Rituals go beyond habits, adding depth to our daily actions by infusing them with meaning. These practices elevate our routines, transforming simple acts into sacred touches that connect us to our larger purpose. The morning ritual of coffee becomes more than a beverage. It is a ceremonial pause, a moment to acknowledge the dawn of another day. Through rituals, we anchor ourselves, bringing order to the chaos of existence and keeping our intentions clear in a world of distractions. They become especially poignant in moments of faltering motivation, reminding us of the deeper values that animate our disciplined lives. Emotional resilience is the fortress built by consistent action. It is not born from transient highs, but is a product of facing life's trials with steady resolve. This resilience teaches us that emotions, though deeply felt, are transient clouds drifting through our consciousness. Through discipline, we shape our responses, allowing for reflection over reaction. Rising with the morning sun, keeping promises to ourselves, every act reinforces our emotional defenses, shielding us from the ebbs and flows of life's tides and enabling focus amid adversity. In this balanced dance with our emotions, discipline liberates us from their sway, a mastery essential for true growth. With discipline comes an inevitable encounter with discomfort. Society equates discomfort with failure, yet it is really the threshold of growth, akin to a muscle stretched beyond its limits to gain strength. Discipline arms us against this unease, teaching us that through discomfort we find preparedness for what lies ahead. Such discomfort signals our progression, an indication of venturing beyond comfort zones into the realm of potential. It is through this reframing that discomfort changes, not as a deterrent, but as a marker of evolution, a step on our mountain path of self-discovery. The slow and deliberate unfolding of transformation through disciplined efforts mirrors the growth of a sturdy oak over decades. Though imperceptible at first, over time these efforts bear fruits of patience, stability, and a profound internal shift. The disciplined become lighthouses, guiding others not with words, but with the consistent actions that speak volumes. Their influence penetrates the professional, personal, and communal, leaving a legacy not of happenstance, but of unwavering dedication. In this pursuit, even the disciplined face moments of wavering. Life's unpredictable nature tests us, but we fortify our resolve through accountability, surrounding ourselves with supportive allies, seeking mentors, and setting unwavering schedules provides a safety net against faltering commitment. Recognizing the fine line between diligent pursuit and overextension is critical. Rest and reflection serve as necessary sanctuaries, ensuring our efforts remain inspired and sustainable. Amid the grand vision of our goals, the significance of small victories cannot be understated. Each tiny triumph acts as a beacon of progress, energizing and validating our disciplined journey. Flexibility within our routines allows for adaptability, acknowledging life's dynamism and embracing it as part of our disciplined evolution. Thus, we find enrichment within our discipline, an ever-renewing source of joy and purpose. True discipline, deeply interwoven with purpose, transforms obligation into chosen path. When our actions mirror our values, discipline becomes a source of joy, lighting the way to self-actualization. Introspection reveals this alignment, turning daily routines into sacred rites of our unique journey, renewing energy and commitment. Amid life's chaos, discipline is our compass, guiding us through storms with resilience. By cultivating rituals of reflection and creating sanctuaries of peace, we anchor ourselves, ensuring our disciplined legacy endures amid life's unpredictability. In a world captivated by the allure of quick fixes and instant gratification, the pursuit of identity often seems mired in illusion. We are bombarded with promises of rapid transformations, yet authentic change eludes the grasp of the impatient. True identity cannot be conjured through superficial alterations or fleeting trends. It unfolds slowly, nurtured by solitude and reflection. Much like a seed buried deep within the earth, our essence requires time and care to blossom, resisting shortcuts and thriving through consistency. Identity, much like the labor of an artisan shaping a pot from clay, demands both patience and a devotion to the craft. Those infatuated with hacks aim for a finished product without the investment of effort, missing the profound satisfaction born from authentic creation. The journey to understanding who we truly are cannot be circumvented. It is a gradual evolution shaped by deliberate choices and conscious actions, defying the transient allure of the superficial. To transcend appearances is to journey inward, embracing the shadows and imperfections that define us. Philosophical wisdom, such as the teachings of the Stoics, reminds us that our growth emerges through adversity, not by projecting idealized versions of ourselves. Our identity is not a mere costume to be donned and discarded, but is rooted in values and truths that resonate deeply within. By confronting the difficult questions, peeling back layers in moments of silent reflection, we align ourselves with an inner citadel that remains steady through life's storms. The notion, "I am what I do," encapsulates the intimate bond between actions and identity. Grand ambitions, while enticing, lack substance without the foundation of consistent action. Aristotle observed that character is defined by habitual actions over fleeting intentions. It is actions, not words, that reflect our true priorities and commitments. The carpenter who speaks of his skill but never crafts is defined not by his declarations, but by his work. Every cut and stroke painting a clearer picture of who he is. In solitude, the private arena of the mind becomes a sanctuary where authentic identity emerges, free from the gaze of others. It is here that we confront the raw truth, unfiltered by expectation, a space for introspection where clarity unfolds. Echoing the voices of Marcus Aurelius and Nietzsche, solitude reveals the core truths of our existence. In silence, we dismantle the masks and embrace a sincere connection with our deepest self, not by escaping reality, but by returning to it. Identity is not a destination. It is a journey, ever changing with the winds of experience. Heraclitus once shared that change is the only constant, a truth mirrored in our evolving identity. This journey liberates rather than constrains, embracing the endless potential for reinvention. Each day poses new questions, each experience a chance for growth and reinvention. In this understanding, failure is not an end point, but a step along the path to a more profound self-awareness. A deeper comprehension of identity acknowledges the complex shadows within us. Carl Jung's exploration of the psyche reminds us of the hidden sides we hesitate to reveal. Yet these shadows are as integral to identity as the light. Society often urges suppression of these complexities in favor of a polished facade. But true wholeness arises from accepting them. This embrace, seen across varied philosophical traditions, nurtures a balance that enriches our understanding of self. At the heart of identity lie core values, like beacons guiding us through life's uncertainties. They remind us of who we are amidst chaos, forming the bedrock of authenticity. These values evolve alongside us, guiding our choices and actions. Stepping away from them breeds dissonance, yet reaffirming them brings harmony. Insights from Stoicism and Buddhism aid this journey, aligning us with a cohesive and genuine self. Overcoming the fear of judgment is pivotal in the quest for authenticity. This fear limits creativity and stifles true expression. The journey to genuine identity asks us to look beyond external validation towards inner peace, as Epicurus suggested. Authenticity demands bravery to define ourselves away from societal norms, understanding that internal truth holds steady against external disapproval. Resilience anchors the formation of identity, transforming adversity into learning. Stoic teachings illuminate resilience, not as a shield against hardship, but as a transformative embrace. This adaptability articulates an identity that is dynamic, enduring challenges while preserving integrity. Resilience becomes a force enabling richer self-definition, strengthening us as we face future hurdles. By viewing identity as an unfinished symphony, a masterpiece ever in the making, we release ourselves from rigid definitions. Life compels us to adapt and grow, orchestrating our narrative with each note we add. Relinquishing fixed ideas of self invites the freedom to dance through the symphony of life's complexities. This unfolding is not a singular note, but a tapestry, an intricate melody that forms an enduring tale of who we are becoming. In the quiet solitude of our journey towards success, pain often appears as an unexpected companion. It resides not in the shadows of our fears, but in the open, revealing the secret spaces within us that yearn for growth. To approach pain with open arms is to allow it to teach, to reflect our limitations, our fears, and our inner landscapes in need of cultivation. In its discomfort, we find the invitation to deeper self-exploration, a chance to expand and grow. Like a sage, pain demands attention, guiding us through the school of life, stripping away the superficial layers until we find the essence of who we truly are. The concept of anti-fragility, introduced by Nassim Nicholas Taleb, speaks volumes here. Just as in nature, where systems prosper not only despite, but because of challenges, we too can find strength in what seems to break us. Embracing pain as an ally in our personal development transforms it from a hindrance to a catalyst of creativity and resilience. When we stop resisting and start accepting our painful experiences, life's true essence begins to unfold. Pain becomes not just a sign of turmoil, but a forge sculpting us into resilient beings, prepared to face life's unpredictable dance with grace. Existential philosophy further immerses us into the depths of suffering, urging us to see it not as a mere ordeal, but as a pathway to genuine living. Philosophers like Friedrich Nietzsche remind us that to live is to suffer, but through suffering, we survive by finding meaning. Thus, suffering becomes an essential tool for stripping away illusions, revealing life's raw beauty and authenticity. By meeting our pain head-on, we discover our role in a universe that is indifferent to our suffering, yet rich with the potential for us to craft our own purpose. This existential lens transforms our trials into stepping stones for an authentically meaningful existence. Turning to spiritual teachings, pain is seen as an unavoidable and transformative vehicle for growth. Buddhism's notion of dukkha highlights that intrinsic to life is suffering, which guides us towards liberation. The path to peace is through understanding and accepting this suffering, freeing us from its chains. Acceptance becomes the liberating force, nurturing compassion for ourselves and others. Meanwhile, Christianity and Hinduism share a narrative where enduring and understanding pain aligns us spiritually, transforming it into a profound opportunity for growth and divine alignment. In today's fast-paced world, discomfort is often shunned, yet it is intricately tied to resilience. By embracing challenges, be they physical, mental, or emotional, we fortify our spirit, increasing our tolerance for life's stresses. Resilience, like a muscle, is built through facing discomfort, turning pain into a wellspring for self-discovery. The more we familiarize ourselves with discomfort, the more formidable our resilience becomes, equipping us for the journey toward our fullest potential. Pain's role in preparing us for greatness resounds throughout history's lessons. It is within adversity that character is forged. The struggle refines us, honing qualities essential for leaving an impactful legacy. Through the fires of adversity, we emerge tougher, more creative and tenacious, ready to climb higher than before. Pain strips away the irrelevant, teaching us to value true reward and fulfillment. Fear, shadowed by pain, can become a profound motivator when we choose to face it courageously. By dissecting our fears, understanding their origins, and allowing painful experiences to unfold naturally, fear transforms from a daunting barrier into a sage, guiding us towards mastery. Pain's lessons empower us to reconstruct fear into strength and purpose, steering us fearlessly toward our aspirations. Through the alchemy of suffering, one learns to convert the pain of past wounds into reservoirs of strength and wisdom. By dedicating time to reflect and deeply explore these experiences, we transcend past limitations, transforming our understanding of pain into lessons of insight, maturity, and resilience. This conscious decision to face discomfort rather than flee from it liberates us, setting the trajectory for personal evolution. Despite its intimate nature, pain is a universal narrative, binding humanity in shared experience. In times of collective adversity, it can unite communities, fostering understanding and compassion. Recognizing this shared journey of pain builds empathy and support, enriching individual and communal resilience. Through collective experiences, we transform challenges into connections, understanding that shared pain is a powerful healer and unifier. Pain's presence reminds us of our mortality, acting as a catalyst for living with intention. It prompts us to align our lives with our values, prioritizing meaningful endeavors. This dance with mortality highlights the preciousness of time, as pain ushers us into a life rich with purpose and reflection. Embracing life's finite nature awakens us to the urgency of engaging fully, living with authenticity and reverence. In every quest for self-mastery, pain remains a steadfast companion. It encourages us to manifest deeper self-awareness and personal evolution. Pain teaches resilience, urging us to engage with life's rawness and find strength in our vulnerabilities. Accepting pain as an invaluable part of our journey enlightens us with inner strength and wisdom, ultimately guiding us towards liberation and mastery of our destinies. In the solitude of your journey, a profound sense of vision begins to emerge. Like a quiet whisper rising above the cacophony of the world's voices, surrounded often by the noise of opinions and advice, it is in solitude that your inner truth finds its voice. It is here, away from the need for external validation, that you begin to truly understand your path. This solitude is not mere loneliness or void. It is a fertile space where your deepest intentions take root, free from the judgments and expectations of others. In this quietude, your vision is refined and strengthened, an alchemist's crucible where dreams are nurtured by the belief you hold in yourself. The world in its vastness may seem indifferent, yet within this indifference lies a solitude that feeds clarity and strength. Solitude demands courage, to stand apart, to carry the weight of your dreams alone. Yet, it is this path that fortifies your resolve, sharpening your focus and ensuring that your vision remains pure, untouched by the fleeting trends that sway the masses. As you walk alone, an internal dialogue unfolds, rich in introspection and revelation. Here, your fears, desires, and subconscious thoughts rise to the surface, no longer masked by the external world's chaos. This dialogue is akin to conversing with a wise elder within, where doubts transform into questions to ponder, and fears metamorphose into opportunities for growth. This reflective conversation is not about avoiding outside input, but about honing your ability to question, learn, and think critically. It teaches discernment, helping you differentiate between constructive noise and the soul's whisper, which advocates for your truest path. As you engage with this dialogue, your understanding deepens and your resolve solidifies, equipped for the journey ahead. Solitude is a crucible where strength is forged, asking you to draw power from within. It invites you to harness resilience and fortitude, demanding not just courage, but wisdom to trust your innate strength. In these solitary moments, vulnerabilities transform into strengths, revealing that true power is in rising after every fall. Each solitary step deepens your commitment to your path, teaching patience and endurance, qualities that weave perseverance with determination. As the noise of others fades, the echoes of past failures turn into valuable lessons, guiding future steps. Thus, solitude is not an isolating void, but an empowering space that refines your spirit. Paradoxically, the path of solitude enhances connections, magnifying the depth of meaningful relationships. It is in these isolated moments that you connect more authentically with others when you choose. Solitude cultivates self-awareness, a prerequisite for empathy and compassion, which then enhance genuine human bonding. In solitude, loneliness becomes a mirror reflecting the value of companionship, assuring that connections are marked by depth and authenticity. Purpose becomes your guiding star, transforming isolation into a pilgrimage toward meaning. In solitude, you explore profound questions about your drives and values, unearthing purpose that propels you forward. Quiet introspection sharpens this purpose, illuminating your path with a commitment to a meaningful life, defined by personal significance over societal measures. Here, the journey of solitude becomes an alchemical process, a transformation that turns thoughts and emotions into purposeful action. In solitude, introspection becomes second nature, cultivating growth and self-renewal. It allows you to transcend past conditioning, evolving into an enlightened reality. Through this transformation, your steps become lighter, unburdened by self-doubt, with newfound self-awareness guiding your evolution. Solitude, thus, becomes not an isolation, but a transformative journey toward inner fulfillment. Silence, the profound companion of solitude, turns each moment into a lesson, a silent pause for introspection. In this quietude, patience and humility are nurtured, far from clamor and chaos, leading to self-awareness and enlightenment. Patience develops amid uncertainties, teaching you to harmonize with life's rhythm. Silence guides you toward observing and reflecting, turning quiet moments into opportunities for expanding understanding. Solitude aids decision-making, offering clarity and alignment between heart and mind, Walking alone tunes you to your intuition, ensuring choices resonate with your true path, unburdened by societal expectations. Solitude empowers you to approach dilemmas with a focus that reflects inner truth, benefiting not just self, but the wider world. As solitude fosters creativity, it becomes a muse, freeing spaces for originality. In this sphere, ideas flourish without external constraints, unleashing creative potentials. Solitude invites exploration of the mind without the fear of criticism, uncovering extraordinary self-expression. It transforms isolation into a celestial space where creativity shines unabated, inspiring masterpieces of authenticity. The journey of solitude is a lifelong commitment, evolving with life's continuum. Each step becomes a pilgrimage of growth, harmonizing silence with understanding. Solitude is not a temporary retreat, but a consistent companion that ties life's experiences with meaning. It becomes a cherished guide, unveiling the mysteries of your essence in the journey toward self-awareness and fulfillment. In the age where information gushes forth at lightning speed, we find ourselves ensnared by the allure of immediate gratification. Our world teems with stories of overnight triumphs and quick-fix solutions, peddling the illusion that success is a brisk ascent to a promised pinnacle. Yet this narrative glosses over the enduring truth. The true excellence unfolds slowly, much like a gardener coaxing a sapling to full bloom with time and unwavering care. It's an enticing fantasy, this chase for instantaneous results, yet it blurs our vision of the gradual and deliberate processes that cradle authentic achievements. Our innate longing for recognition and validation lures us toward the mirage of instant success. We crave the swift accolades, yet overlook that the most profound victories are born from a slow, compassionate journey. The giants of any discipline did not spring into mastery overnight. Their stories are rich with years of untold struggles, growth, and persistence. It is the contrast between perceived speed and actual time that tests our capacity for patience. Embracing this paradox reshapes our mindset, allowing us the freedom to cherish the slower, nourishing path where results are tenderly nurtured. Imagine the ancient redwoods, those majestic witnesses to nature's own testament to time. Their strength is rooted not in hurried growth, but in the deep intertwining of roots beneath the forest earth. The strongest, most resilient entities grow with an unhurried grace, reminding us that when we embark on our quests, the depth of our roots in purpose and understanding determines the strength of our outcomes. In our rush for speed, we often overlook the profound quality of deep growth that remains steadfast and thrives through the seasons of our lives. Nurturing such depth demands our conscious dedication, akin to the unseen forces that sustain the redwoods: sun, water, and fertile soil. Our quiet, consistent actions may not yield immediate fruit, but they lay the groundwork for meeting unforeseen challenges. Allowing time to foster these deep roots becomes our superpower, anchoring us as we climb toward our fullest potential. Each dawning day is a blank canvas, inviting us to make deliberate choices with time. The true mastery of patience lies here, in engaging with our canvas without urgency. The impatient rush to fill every space at once, missing the fine details crucial for true artistry. Time, when embraced as a companion, allows creativity to flourish and find its fullest expression. releasing ourselves from external comparisons. Patience grants us the courage to focus on our own unique strokes. It empowers us to explore, fail, and grow, crafting results that echo our core essence. Here, free from the shackles of swift appraisal, patience becomes our ally, fostering a masterpiece over time. Amidst society's clamor for quick fixes and instant resolutions, mastery reveals itself to those who understand its demand for more. The seduction of an effortless path is strong, yet it is in the disciplined, methodical pursuit that we uncover lessons integral to lasting growth. This slow, steady progression is where character is forged, wisdom accrued, and resilience built. To resist the lure of immediacy, we must appreciate incremental progress as the true measure of success. This requires humility, savoring small victories, and learning from setbacks. Patience is not a game of waiting, but a journey of understanding that each step builds cumulatively towards our goals. In the ancient whispers of those who came before us, we find the wisdom of patience. Marcus Aurelius saw life not in its rapid experiences, but in their profound understanding. Life, for him, was a measured dance with time, demanding thoughtful reflection. Epictetus taught that resilience and self-control, necessary for delayed gratification, emerged only from sustained effort. These timeless teachings remind us that wisdom is not grasped in a fleeting moment, but pieced together over time. They challenge our modern haste, urging us to align ourselves with truths learned over centuries. By doing so, we let patience guide us towards a richer engagement with life's possibilities. Legacy is not birthed in an instant. It is forged through lifelong commitments, often beyond fleeting milestones. The sculptor chiseling marble, the writer feverishly drafting, or the reformer tirelessly advocating, each moves slowly, patiently, etching a legacy that transcends their finite existence. This perspective widens our gaze, encouraging reflection on our contributions' long-term impacts. Struggles and setbacks transform into elements necessary for tomorrow's triumphs. Thus, legacy redefines patience as an active, dynamic force, propelling us forward to create lasting histories. Patience and resilience walk together as pillars of enduring success. While time's passage is unpredictable, resilience, bolstered by patience, finds strength in adversity. Time allows for recovery and reinvention, turning failures into opportunities for renewed efforts. In this resilient rhythm, we find the fortitude to persist when momentum falters. Cultivating resilience requires relinquishing the desire for immediate reward. Trust becomes our anchor, as time, despite its unpredictability, aids our pursuit. Patience navigates us through life's ebbs and flows, transforming setbacks into pauses ripe for exploration. At the heart of patience is trust in unseen outcomes. Planting seeds without expecting immediate signs of growth teaches us to nourish our endeavors with faith. This trust, though patience see little evidence of outcomes, liberates us from anxiety about control, cultivating a mindset of possibility over doubt. Daily practice fortifies the virtues of patience. Mindfulness, a present moment awareness, breaks urgency's cycle, anchoring us with practices like meditation and journaling. These rituals restore our presence, cultivating patience as a thriving force amidst life's chaos. Ultimately, the power of patience lies in its ability to restore our autonomy. It elevates us beyond the pressures of instant gratification, revealing true power in the journey. Patience nurtures our growth, aligning us with time's gentle embrace, leading us beyond transient achievements to profound fulfillment. In the quiet dawn of focus, obsession emerges as a misunderstood force. It is not the erratic fever depicted in tales of mania, but rather a profound immersion that takes root in the soul. Obsession, when aligned with purposeful pursuits, transcends mere interest, transforming into a devotion that fosters depth over chaos. It manifests as an unwavering dedication, a companion to those driven by more than casual longing. For those witnessing from afar, such dedication might appear irrational, showcasing an intensity that echoes a calling, a higher pursuit. This nuanced view reveals obsession as a deliberate fuel for consistent actions, nurturing expertise rather than leading to burnout. Philosophical traditions speak to the central role of obsession on the path to mastery, channeling raw passion into disciplined practices. Marcus Aurelius captured this essence brilliantly. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. Obsession transcends barriers, transforming them into stepping stones, nurturing resilience and creativity, cultivating progress that borders on the extraordinary. In a world applauding balance, obsession challenges this narrative, requiring a departure from equilibrium to achieve true growth. Balance implies a meticulous juggling of life's facets, a concept often misconstrued as a path to happiness. Yet, by diffusing effort, it might dilute the intensity needed for remarkable achievement. Historical figures who changed the course of history rarely adhered to balance in the traditional sense. Their stories reflect structured obsession, wherein other aspects of life were momentarily set aside to pursue a higher calling. Such conscious imbalance, when rooted in depth rather than breadth, signals prioritization of essential objectives. This potent drive should not be mistaken for recklessness, but seen as an intentional focus on what truly matters. Enlightenment, scientific breakthrough, or artistic genius are products of such disciplined obsession, where dedication coalesces into a singular focus and transformative pursuit. Yet, harnessing obsession demands more than blind fervor. It thrives when married to a clear, compelling vision. Without this guiding light, obsession can falter, becoming an aimless fixation. A vision is the compass steering this intensity towards meaningful ends. Nietzsche aptly articulated that having a solid why enables enduring any how. This clarity turns obsession into a beacon of progress, ensuring purpose is not eclipsed by fervent compulsion. When aligned with deep personal values, obsession adopts a noble mantle, transforming sacrifices into steps of purpose. Whether it is a mission to innovate, create, or discover, aligning with a vision imbues each action with significance, channeling obsession into progressive and transformative energy. While obsession births the raw energy for exceptional achievements, discipline offers its refining touch. Discipline molds this fervor into sustainable progress, acting as a guide that prevents the volatility of obsession from derailing into burnout. Like fire requiring control to yield warmth without destruction, disciplined practices, routines, habits, planning ensure obsession serves construction rather than chaos. Historical figures wove discipline into their daily fabric, grounding brilliance in methodical growth. This structured approach transforms fleeting passion into lifelong dedication, embedding discipline into the path that obsession traverses, ensuring efforts reflect tangible results, solidifying dreams into reality. Embedded within obsession is the fear of failure. This fear, a paradoxical companion, can either hinder or propel progress. Obsession intensifies this fear, raising stakes and deepening personal investment. Yet, when understood, failure recasts from obstacle to catalyst, provoking resilience and innovation. Thomas Edison's journey is exemplar. His countless attempts to create the light bulb were learning steps, not failures. Learning to view failure as a teacher can recalibrate obsession, letting setbacks refine and strengthen ambition. Embracing failure fortifies true obsession, allowing it to remain undeterred, using perceived failures as platforms for growth rather than defeat. Emotional resilience is vital in navigating the heights and depths obsession entails. It equips individuals to experience emotions without being subsumed by them, maintaining clarity and persistence. Stoicism emphasizes this mastery, suggesting contentment is sourced internally rather than externally. Practices like mindfulness aid in cultivating non-reactive awareness, ensuring obsessive intensity is balanced, transforming it from taxing endeavor to rewarding journey. This resilience is crucial, preventing burnout and ensuring obsession remains a nourishing force, sustaining creativity and energy over time. The myth of effortless genius captivates modern culture, romanticizing rare talent as wholly innate and needing little effort. Yet this myth belies the commitment and discipline underpinning true excellence. Most accolades and breakthroughs arise not from instant brilliance, but from immersive, iterative focus. Understanding this shatters the myth, revealing the arduous dedication underlying mastery, inviting aspirants to embrace their journey with realistic expectations. As this awareness spreads, individuals come to cherish their own passions as valid, recognizing they are drivers of exceptional achievement. Viewed through a spiritual lens, obsession elevates into a transcendent focus. This type of devotion aligns with one's deepest calling, suggesting that focus can serve as a spiritual conduit, fostering understanding and connection. Spiritual practices reflect this focused intensity, transforming everyday actions into meditation and deeper connection. When harmonious, obsession enhances spiritual growth, enriching paths with sacredness and purpose, offering profound personal insight and fulfillment. This spiritual dimension aligns personal and universal aspirations, inviting individuals to nurture their obsessions in the pursuit of truth, growth, and interconnectedness. Thus, obsession, when wisely channeled, emerges as a guiding force, shaping personal achievement while leaving a lasting legacy that transcends temporal existence. This legacy, sculpted through dedication and meaning-making, inspires generations beyond the individual, contributing to the collective memory and societal evolution. When aligned with purpose and integrity, obsession paves paths not only within our lifespan, but echoes in the hearts and minds of those who will inherit the earth after us. In the vast landscape of life, amidst a cacophony of distractions and fleeting desires, the true essence of success often emerges from the silent art of saying no. To tread a path that aligns with one's innermost values, a gentle yet determined stance against the overtures of a world brimming with noise must be adopted. Prioritization, then, becomes not just an act of scheduling but an art form, a deliberate orchestration of life's symphony, wherein the notes of commitments align seamlessly with the melody of one's core principles and aspirations. Embracing this practice requires understanding what genuinely matters both personally and professionally. By weaving through diversions, one discovers that true success does not spring from every open door, but through those chosen with care and contemplation. Saying no becomes a sacred boundary, safeguarding not just time, but mental and emotional sanctity. Within this protected space, there exists fertile soil, perfect for nurturing ambitions, passions, and well-being. The discipline of declining invitations that divert us from our highest calling is a lesson in restraint, a courageous testament to one's fortitude amid societal demands and personal temptations. It is in these moments of reflection and self-assurance that saying no becomes less an act of denial and more a profound affirmation of desires, the foundation upon which focused growth is built. In a world that equates busyness with significance, the courage to say no allows us to traverse a counterculture, a landscape where depth eclipses breadth, where the inclination to dive deep into pursuits adds richness and authenticity to our journeys. Realizing that life is not about heeding every call, but about forging those connections and activities that resonate with intent, fosters a profound sense of inner peace and clarity. In this evolutionary trade-off, perceived sacrifice ironically germinates unheard-of gains. For when we gently prune the non-essential from our lives, pathways to significant projects and worthy endeavors are illuminated. It's not about the negation of joy or engagement, but the affirmation of those pursuits resonating with one's authentic compass. This dynamic is not static, but fluid, ever-changing as personal and professional landscapes transform, requiring ongoing assessment and reflection. As social expectations attempt to steer us from our destined course, veering from them might be the liberation needed to craft a narrative as individual as a fingerprint, one reflecting true priorities and unwavering purpose. Crafting such a narrative can indeed demand difficult conversations, yet it fosters growth, authenticity, and a deep, self-respected autonomy. By asserting oneself, a sense of intrinsic worth blooms, nourished by the steady foundation of personal values. With each act of assertion, agency and confidence flourish, encouraging not just a better relationship with oneself, but a beacon of integrity that draws forth kindred spirits and cultivates profound connections. To say no within the realm of relationships is to redefine and strengthen them, not erecting barriers, but crafting an environment where authenticity thrives. Boundaries are often mistaken for distance, yet in truth, they create an arena for genuine interaction, a place where both parties can thrive unencumbered by the weight of overcommitment. Here, no transforms into an offering of respect, a mutual dedication to sincerity and rich exchanges. Recognizing time as finite impels us to question the worth of each engagement, thus fine-tuning our approach to productivity. Abstaining from time wasters nurtures a more profound focus and enriches our pursuits, guarding against burnout by promoting sustainable practices both personally and professionally. Time then morphs into a sacred vessel, filled with assurance and emphatic dedication to life's true callings. Success, ultimately, is not solely measured materially, but blooms from a mastery of internal landscapes. Emotional detachment, founded not in dispassion, but in clarity and serenity, allows us to discern the difference between ephemeral emotions and true alignment with our aspirations. In practicing emotional alchemy, highs and lows become chapters in our journey, transmuted into lessons of growth and resilience. When no is wielded with intent, it doesn't merely echo within us, it radiates outward, casting ripples that shape the environments we inhabit. This careful focus fosters creativity and drive, fostering collaborations that sidestep superficiality for depth and authenticity. Such intentional focus is the crucible from which transformative, lasting results are forged, touching communities, teams, and even industries with its boundless potential. A legacy is not simply the residue of wealth or notoriety, but a testament to the sum of deliberate choices made with wisdom and foresight. Choosing when to say no ensures that what we leave behind reverberates with authenticity and generosity, symbols of a path paved with thoughtful, intentional steps. Thus, success becomes an odyssey shared across time, a gilded thread binding those who grace its journey with shared purpose and valued existence. True success is not just the accolades we gather or the milestones we reach. It is a profound inner journey, an unfolding of the self through trials and triumphs. As we navigate this path, we strip away layers of pretense, revealing the authentic core of who we are. This journey within isn't a solitary quest, but an intimate dialogue between who we are and who we aspire to become. Each challenge we face is a gentle reminder that growth isn't necessarily comfortable or glamorous, but an essential transformation that molds our character and strengthens our spirit. Gradually, as we walk this path, external markers of success, wealth, status, acclaim, recede into the background. What emerges instead is a profound sense of inner alignment, a congruence of actions with our deepest values. This inner harmony forms the foundation upon which true success is built. By embracing life's lessons, we cultivate resilience, humility, and wisdom. These qualities become the bedrock of our journey, shaping us not into people who achieve success as a destination, but as a state of being. In the pursuit of success, we often struggle with the illusion of perfection. We are led to believe that flawlessness is necessary for achievement. However, true liberation lies in embracing our imperfections. Our flaws are not burdens to hide, but wise teachers guiding us toward deeper understanding and empathy. By acknowledging our shortcomings, we open doors to growth and transformation, allowing success to shape us into more compassionate, introspective beings. The acceptance of imperfection is vital for both personal and professional development. Each misstep is not a setback, but a stepping stone, weaving the rich tapestry of our journey. Letting go of the pursuit of perfection reveals that success isn't an elusive ideal, but a dynamic, ever-evolving process. It is through embracing our imperfections that we uncover the essence of success, a journey of continuous growth and reflection. Success demands the forging of character on life's grand stage. It's not an outcome granted by chance or circumstance, but the result of mindful evolution. Every decision, every challenge contributes to the tempering of character. Here, we are shaped by adversity, honed by experience, and emerge with the fortitude to navigate life's complexities gracefully and resiliently. Character, the sum of our actions, embodies our values through intentional choices. In the crucible of struggle, we uncover our strength and potential. Success becomes less about what we acquire and more about who we become, individuals of honor, integrity, and purpose. Cultivating these qualities aligns us with fulfillment, transcending superficial success to embrace a meaningful life. Resilience is the steadfast companion on the road to success, the quiet strength propelling us forward when adversity's winds threaten to divert us. Faced with setbacks, resilience allows us to adapt and thrive. It's a quality not inherent, but cultivated through trials and courage in uncertainty. Each challenge is an opportunity to refine resilience into an instrument of perseverance. True resilience is not about never breaking, but about bending, adapting, and transforming. It's the bridge linking failures to triumphs, facilitating learning and growth. In pursuing success, resilience is the beacon guiding through darkness, promising new beginnings. It teaches that true success lies not in the absence of hardships, but in our ability to rise above them. A growth mindset is fertile ground where success takes root. Believing that abilities can develop through dedication, it fosters love for learning and resilience, essential for great accomplishments. By viewing challenges as growth opportunities, we cultivate an inner landscape where success flourishes, unhindered by setbacks. In our journey, a growth mindset shifts focus from outcomes to the processes we engage in. Valuing effort over innate talent, we recognize that every step, no matter how small, contributes to growth. Criticism becomes a tool for improvement, while obstacles are met with curiosity. A growth mindset transforms success into a lifelong journey of learning and self-discovery. Purpose is the North Star guiding us on success's path, a beacon illuminating our way amidst life's uncertainties. By aligning actions with passions and values, our journey fills with meaning and intention. Success emerges naturally, reflecting the impact we make and the lives we touch. Living with purpose means crafting a unique path resonating with our desires, pursuing endeavors that nourish our souls and contribute to the greater good. Purpose offers fulfillment and joy, reminding us that success is measured not only by achievements, but also by the legacy we create and the difference we make. Embracing purpose, we become architects of our destiny, shaping a life of significance. Detachment is the art of releasing the grip on outcomes, allowing us to journey with an open heart and mind. It's not about disinterest, but freedom to engage fully with the present, unburdened by expectations. In success's dance, detachment partners us, moving with grace and fluidity. Recognizing power's source in being and experiencing, not acquiring, detachment opens us to life's infinite possibilities. Creativity, spontaneity, and adventure join our journey. Through detachment, we live fully and authentically, transforming the pursuit of success into a profound expression of our true selves. Now, as we reflect on the journey of becoming the person that success requires, we invite you to continue this exploration with us. If this resonated with you, kindly like and subscribe to our channel for more content that speaks to the soul.